Farlost. Created by John Miro. 54.
Stupid macho plant, Wish muttered. Volunteering for everything. I'm better off without you. Wish tapped pretty much the same thing across the inside of his helmet. He pushed his body down against the chair-sized auto turret and tapped another virtual button inside his helmet. He felt the whoomph through his suit as the weapon fired hooks into the deck plating. He flew off the gun, slapping the small digits growing from either side of his mouth together, a habit he'd picked up from the Betty's captain and engineer. I'd like to see anything get past that, he thought, then felt his gas flaps tremble as he imagined his ID chip failing and the gun targeting him. Swallowing his nerves, he tapped the auto turret active and watched the 6 barrels spin and load. Laser light dotted the doors and Wish sighed. It wasn't a guarantee against boomers, but it was something. A green response tapped itself out below his message to Salix. You worry too much, chicken shit. Don't call me a chicken, Sal, he squeaked to himself at the old joke. He rippled his spacesuited wings with a groan to send him back to the far end of the bridge where he'd placed the other defensive gun, hidden from view by the massive holotank at the center. More green text followed, Salix having correctly predicted his response. You are a chicken. Stay that way. Don't be a hero. You're valuable. You lose all our bets and pay for all my rounds in port. Wish immediately tapped back. Just get yourself, Doug, and Newark back safe, and I'll buy, without bets, even for the new human. Wish held on to the nervous gas building in one of his dorsal chambers for a moment out of respect for the one name they hadn't input. Posk. He felt bad for all the times he'd called her a stupid, clumsy house pet. She knew he'd been joking, right? Wish felt his wings ripple again, his version of unconscious, nervous laughter. He tapped back. I always said humans would be the death of us. More green text. Not these humans. Need to go. Keep yourself alive, Wish. The blinking text faded to gray as the connection closed. Wish slammed his whole mouth against the glass of his helmet, then pulled up the remote control for the second gun, walking its legs to try to finagle an even better position to cover the first gun. A chime and Captain Sam's voice filled the bridge. We're getting our crew back, starting now, he promised, and we're taking out those boomer ships. Another voice joined his. Commander Montaigne here. If we can't take both ships out, well, you've all seen the footage. They can live and do damage in vacuum. Travis again. If any get through, they'll head for engineering and command centers to slow us down until the guard ship that launched them catches up. We can't let that happen. Montaigne again. The crew of HHL-6 is still alive here because of you and yours, Betty. My crew and I will do anything we can to keep both our crews flying safe. Don't hesitate, Travis snarled. Don't let them get close. Kill them on sight. They've got it coming. Voices Wish didn't know sounded off, cheering or otherwise beating their chests. Wish tapped to join the circuit himself, but the line stayed dead. Daisy, put me on the line. The captain has locked your comm due to your unfortunate tendency for frequent outbursts, Wish. He fears you could betray information to the guard ship who may be listening. I'd never, he squeaked. You do have a history of describing the captain's plans before he can activate them, Daisy reminded him gently. One time, maybe, I talked in the wrong place. Okay, twice. 3 times tops, and I was drunk. Silence. At least keep talking to me, Daisy, please. I am capable of performing all my required tasks, including conversing with you. Glad I'm a required task, but I'll take it. Wish let off a little steam with a violent fart. 'Cause all I can think of is... He smelled himself and could tell just how frightened he was, as if he didn't already know. One of the most sought-after salvages in the history of Farlost is escaping from the gravity of a thorn, Wish muttered, as he again nudged the legs of the second auto turret into a more stable footing. That there is a first. We don't know what the Hulk is going to do if it catches us. I mean, if we're still here. If we survive 2 boomers attacking us first. After all that, if we're still in one piece, then we've got a guard ship coming down on our heads, and we don't have any juice for the engines to escape it with. That is an accurate tactical summary, Daisy agreed. Wish leaned down on the auto turret and slapped the glass of his helmet hard. He felt the vibration as it bolted itself down. All this is for nothing if Gruber can't get the engines back online. Does it reduce your anxiety to restate known facts? Wish stared into the holotank, watching the sparkling hulk pour on speed on one side and two boomers and the tram full of his people chase each other onto the Betty and Six's Vector. Hell no, it doesn't. But I need to talk about something, he admitted, pressing the tips of his mouth flaps together. The human, Beecham, better be able to do what he said, Wish hoped hard. And Salix better be around when this is over, Universe. Here we go, Captain Travis advised, his voice slow and steady. Keep your helmets on and hold on to something. Travis again, on a private channel this time. Wish, finish up with those guns and get to observation. If this doesn't work, the bridge is ground zero for big uglies. I know, Wish wailed. On my way, Cap. Get somewhere safe, Wish, Travis said, worry for the Manta plain in his voice. You don't have to tell me twice. A flicker of light in the big holotank in the middle of the bridge drew his attention. The Eternal had exponentially increased its speed. No stinking way, he gasped. It would overtake the Betty and Six in just a handful of minutes now. He started to build up a very fragrant panic when another flare of light lit the other end of the display. Wish stared at the medallion the Betty's navigation systems had used to ID the guard ship on fast approach. It faded away, and 4 letters typed themselves into the air beside it. He read the name. So much gas burst through the gill vents in his suit he felt his body sink all the way to the floor. The blurry placeholder image resolved itself, showing the ship with crystal clarity. No. Oh, no. He was screaming onto the block channel and soaring across the bridge in panicked, instinct-driven zigzags when Daisy broadcast the words he could not make. Captain, I have identified the guard ship approaching. It is the Zeus.
Farlost. Music by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. Learn more at servingworlds.com.
Hi, John Miro here. Farlost is brought to you by my backers at Patreon. Patronage starts at $1 a month, or about 25 cents a cliffhanger. Patreon.com. Thanks for listening, and thanks for your support.